It's a very beautiful Friday afternoon. We're here at Homestead Equestrian Farm where the junior and children's equestrian team athletes are having a meet and greet in preparation for the African Championships that are going to be held in Algeria later this month. And obviously behind me the athletes. These athletes look very, very energetic. They look ready for the games, and obviously I'll get to be speaking to one or two athletes as well as the chef d'équipe who will be with the athletes as they travel to Algeria. So stay tuned. My name is Loretta. Okay, so good afternoon, Mr. John.
Good afternoon.
Just quickly, thank you so much for taking time to speak to us. Just quickly run us through what's happening today. What are we here for?
Well, this is an opportunity. We get so much support from the Sports Council, from the National Olympic Committee, from the Ministry. We thought it'd be nice for them to come and see what we do and how we do it and that sort of thing. And it's particularly important this time because there is an all-African or Youth African Games, African Youth Games, I think, which comes under the African Confederation of Equestrian Sport, which is part of the FEI, the International Federation, for youth, which is juniors, which is age 15 to 18, and children between 12 and 14, to go and ride in this one-star event in Oran in Algeria from the 21st to the 26th of March. So the teams will coming, all the youngsters will be coming, and we'll have an opportunity for you to talk to them and to their parents and to Zara, who's going to be the chef d'équipe, and some of the mothers who are travelling, and get an idea of what their expectations are. Well, obviously we hope they're going to do really well because I think there's quite a few African countries competing, and then. So then at about 3 o'clock they're going to start with some show jumping. So we're starting, as you can see, it's quite high. Even I couldn't get over that, but it's about 1.3 meters. And then through the various classes it'll go down to 120, 110, a meter, 90 and so on. Okay. And the biggest class will probably be about 80 centimeters. So
the 1.3 meters is done by the older...
Well, the more experienced riders.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean we do get youngsters at 14 jumping these heights. But you need a horse that can do it, and that takes a bit of time. Yeah. So they work their way up. You know, they start over poles, they start over like 50, 60 centimeter things, and they work their way up to the higher jumps.
Okay. And how many athletes are we expecting to send to Algeria?
We're sending, I think, 7. We have, I think, the children's team is 3, and the juniors team is 4. Okay. Plus so with 4 you get a drop score, but we didn't have enough children, the youngest ones, to make a team of 4, so we're sending 3. I think that's what's happening. Zara will tell you more.
So we're still here at Homestead Equestrian Farm, and I'm being joined by Chef d'équipe, and this is Zara, who's just going to give us an overview of what we are to expect as the team travels to Algeria later this month in preparation for the African Championships. So Zara, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I see there's a lot of activity going on around here. Could you just run us through what's happening? What exactly are these athletes preparing for?
Okay, so it's a show jumping event and international show jumping event for young riders, but we have to travel all the way to Algeria to do it, and unfortunately we can't take our own horses, so we have to hire horses when we get there. So it's actually a really massive task, this little team we've put together. Yeah. But what I'm so happy about is having the Zambian involvement. Everybody has to be a Zambian national to ride in the team, and they have to be a certain age groups. There's 2 age groups that we're taking, the child age group and the junior age group. Okay. So the juniors will jump courses of 120. They've actually got 4 rounds that they do, and the children jump 105, which is a bit smaller. This height you see here is about 110, and the first height you saw was about 130, so it's between those two. Where you saw Notulu jumping, that's 120.
So we expected to be sending to Algeria?
We're sending 8. There are 90 athletes in all going to the games, and 13 teams, so that's really good. I think 11 countries are represented in the teams.
Okay, and what as chef d'équipe, what should we expect? What are your expectations from these young riders?
Well, first and foremost must be that they're ambassadors to our sport. You know, this is all very new, us travelling to proper international events. These are registered with the FEI and with the Olympic Committee, so they'll be, you know, their results will go forward to rankings and that sort of thing. So what I really hope is that they ride bravely and that they do Zambia very proud, that they behave well, and that we have a crack at a few medals. That's what I really hope. Yeah.
Do we have any new riders on the team that are competing for the first time?
So, yes, absolutely. That's the amazing thing about the children. We've got Hadassah Shamambo. My goodness, she's just been, because originally we were asked to send 3 team members, but now we had to quickly find a 4th. Hadassah is really brand new to this. She's a very good swimmer, I understand, but what a natural. So let's hope she gets a nice horse and they can do some good things. Musenge, the young rider. Lauren Cummings, very young as well. Yes, Cerys Lillie's a bit more experienced, I think. So she's probably the most experienced in the child team. And then we go up to the junior team, and Megan and Hillary Maluba is very experienced. So that's Megan, Lily, Hillary, and then we've got Notulu, who's brand new. This is her first time doing that height. So we really are taking a risk with it all. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and Jade Phiri, who's in UK. Yes. Yes, Jade the swimmer. So she's coming from the UK. She goes to school in the UK. So she trained with me while she was here, and then we quickly she went to England. She's been riding in England a little bit, and we're going to meet her in Doha, and we'll travel as a team from there. So we've got good sports people. Yeah.
Amazing. So I was looking at the team selection, and I noticed that we don't have any. Do we have any boys representing the country?
No, not at the moment. You saw my son jumping earlier. I think he's about the only boy. Yes, that's Nicholas, is my son. And yes, I don't know why. I don't know why the boys aren't coming. They will. Yes, because if you get to the top end of the sport in Europe and Americas and things like that, it's male dominated. So but at this level, it seems to always be the girls who are braver for some reason. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Sarah, for taking time to speak to us.
Okay.
Still here at Homestead Equestrian Farm, and joining me is a very brilliant young rider who's going to introduce herself and just tell us a little bit about the sport and why she does it. So, Lorette, good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I must say, you look very good in this attire.
Thank you.
So now, tell us a little bit about yourself. When did you start riding horses?
So my name is Lauren Cummings. I'm 14 years old, and I started riding horses ever since I was like really young, but then I've been like on and off. So like I'd ride for 3 years, then I'd stop, then I'd ride, and I'd stop. So my most recent, I guess, chunk of riding has been 4 years.
Okay. Have you ever, is this your first competition? I understand you're part of the team that's traveling to Algeria later this month. Is this your first international competition?
Yes, this is my first international competition, so I'm really excited.
How does that make you feel?
Really excited, happy, honored.
Yeah. What should we expect from you when you come back from Algeria?
Lots of medals and trophies.
I love that. So you heard for yourselves. We expect a lot of medals from Lauren and the team that's traveling to Algeria later in March.
Okay. And that's how we make sure everything works.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's also she's going to be a bit of a coach as well.
Great.
Yeah. We couldn't afford to send you.
Oh yeah.
We couldn't raise the funds, so she's kindly offered.
I've been working. I know them all. Well, some of them for some time, and then now recently a lot. Intensive training. Okay. So I'm really pleased with their progress. They're going to do us proud. So I'm very proud.
We wish you all the best, ladies.
Thank you.
See,
Looking forward to welcome you when you bring the trophies.
Yes. I hope you'll be at the airport.
We will.
But we need more boys, you know.
We need boys as well.
I know.
We need to balance the gender.
Yeah, we know. This is a women's sport, this one.
No, it's good that with more ladies here.
Yes.
Because the other side,
Yes, it's too
I
many
was
men.
at Zambia Martial Arts Federation.
It's all men, is it?
There were about 50. There were only 3 ladies.
Yeah.
And then on the executive, only 1. So, and that was the only person that actually stood for a position there.
But the girls need to do martial arts so they can control their husbands when they get older.
Anyway, we've got other ways.
We have other ways,
Yeah.
that we don't know about.
So all the
Right.
best, all the best.
Thank you very much.
So well done, girls. Thank you.
Thank
This
you
is
for
Megan.
coming.
This is Megan.
Megan, they just
Team
didn't do my
Megan.
shirt. They didn't do her shirt, so
Oh, okay.
my shirt is wrong, so I'm wearing hers. So what's your name?
Notulu.
Notulu.
Who's right just now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
good.
yes.
Notulu Mwenda, Lauren Cummings,
Lauren,
Hadassah,
Cerys,
Musenge.
Musenge. Okay. Okay, all the best. Guys. Thank you.